Libra, welcome to your energy blueprint reading going from the 30th to the 5th of February. Yeah, it's going to be about your chakras and your aura. There's loads going on in the chakras and the auras at the moment. And I'm going to be doing a special reading on Sunday night. So you're going to want to subscribe and click that bell so you got the notification on what's going on with the chakras and the auras at the moment. Because we're coming into funny February, as I'm calling it, leading up to all those sort of ignition of things within the beginning of March. And we went into that in the collective reading as well. And there's a real learning curve for everybody this month here. And let's see what's going on for you this week within your chakras. So just connecting here. So both root chakras on both sides are one of the most well-defined. There's a solid foundation of who you are and what you believe you should be, what you should be living or what you should be experiencing. There's a foundation of what you know you should be or how you should be or your karmic path, as it were. So these chakras here, they're very solid, and they're it could breed a little bit of non-movement, so you're not really doing anything, you're not really going anywhere. That's what it can breed, so you might need to watch out for that. On the right hand side, there's a little bit more sort of movement. It's almost as if you're sort of quantifyingly putting in place your interactions with your emotions and your relationships that are around you. But overall, yeah, it's very solid, and I would have thought for you, Libra, maybe a little bit too much and solidness within that. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. So here there's a lot of activity on the left hand side, on your left hand side of your sacrum rather than the right hand side. And this has been synonymous with quite a few signs, and it's basically a question of you've moved into your spring period, so you're going to be busy. You're going to have a lot of possibilities that are going to be coming to the surface at the moment that's going to be demanding your attention. And because that's demanding a lot of your attention, you don't have a lot of time for pleasure, or you may not have a lot of time for pleasure. And I think you should quantify that a little bit. And I think everybody should quantify that a little bit. We'll go into that and see how it sort of connects with all the other chakras to see what the sort of meditation can be offered up. There's a definite fusing. This is very similar to Capricorn. There's a definite fusing between and this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're going to be doing on Sunday night. There's a fusing between the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And this, I think, has to do with the energy in the outside world, the pole shift energy that we're gradually going through. And here is like this fusing between the heart and the solar plexus. It's almost as if it's like almost like we've got blinkers on and we're looking down the tunnel sort of saying, this is what I want, this is what I should be doing in my life, this is my karmic mission, and blow the rest. That's what it feels like. It's making people concentrate on the essential parts of life. Giving us a lot of courage and enthusiasm and force and presence within the heart and the emotions and our heart's desires and stuff like that. But the rest of the chakra, the rest of the solar plexus is well formed. It's very nice. It's not aggressive at all. It doesn't appear to be that way. It's very sure about yourself. I wouldn't be surprised. We've got the second reading coming up, which is the tarot reading. That's in another video that comes up just after this. I wouldn't be surprised if you even got the 7 of Wands that come out in that reading there, or the Emperor or something of that sort of ilk, as it were. So yeah, it's very sure. Let's just see what the interaction is between the solar plexus and the heart chakra. So it's coming from the heart and it's feeding your solar plexus. So it's your heart's desires feeding your passion basically at the moment. And you're putting your effort into it. You're putting your energy into those passions, which is really nice. It's really beautiful. But just don't forget to have moments where you can detach from everything, that you can allow things just to relax a little bit. And that can be anything from walking, dancing, singing, loads of different things. Let's just see what's going on the heart chakra. Okay, this is very full on the outside. So there's a high degree of desire to socialize with everybody, but there's not a great deal of social petals. And this, you might have this sensation of being stuck, it's a little bit like, in the old days, some of you may not even remember CDs. I don't know, but certainly from the old record days, and there may be a lot of you that will not remember records. When you get a scratch in the record, it goes ting, 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 and it keeps repeating the same thing. It's a similar sort of thing. You might find yourself in that a little bit. Let's just go into the center of the chakra and see what's going on there. Well, it's growing. I think there's a transition that's going on for you. And in funny February, it's learning about how the mechanics of energy can influence our emotional sort of state. And as we get more and more into it, and we understand more and more about how we actually integrate the chakras within our lives and start feeling things and start quantifying the emotions according to what is going on around us, and that's going to provoke a stimulation within the consciousness as well. So it helps our consciousness to enlarge, which then inadvertently helps our chakras to grow even further. So it's a perpetual sort of walking forward sort of notion of understanding. And that appears to be coming through this week in your heart. So you may get things like, in your tarot reading, you may get like the Page of Swords, for example, or even the Page of Cups within it. And they could be really flighty and lofty ideas, but what it is breeding that connection that you will have for everything that is around you. Okay, and it's just starting this week, so it's going to be very gentle at the beginning, but it's like when you plant seeds, like grass seeds. I don't know if you've ever planted a lawn, and then when they germinate, it's got like this green glow that goes across the top of the surface. So you can notice it, but you can't really see the grass. And it's a little bit like that for you at the moment. But yeah, I think socializing, I think you need to sort of, it needs to come from you more than anything else. And I wouldn't be waiting there for people to turn up at your door to make your life sociable. I would go towards them if I was you. Okay, let's just see what's going on your third eye and your throat chakra. So there is a lot of thinking going on. You're the king or queen of thinking, Libra. You are the master of the air energy, because you are pure air. A lot of mental force and prowess within you. And there's a lot of calculations going. And so less in the way of communications. So I think that may be a little bit detrimental to you. It's almost stopping you from doing things. And this may be, blocking that root chakra, so you're not actually moving. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eight of Swords didn't come out somewhere along the line. But here is like, I think you need to get a little bit more out of your head and into your heart, because there's something growing in your heart. And I think that you should encourage that. And getting out of your head and into your heart is going to be a really good thing. Let's just have a look at your crown chakra. There is that consciousness within the crown chakra that is pushing. It's creating, if you imagine the crown chakra's like that, it's creating a little lip, which is just here. It's almost as like a little bulge that's pushing through the edge of the chakra like that. And you can feel it on the outside. And it's this understanding, I think, that ties in with this ball of energy in the center of your heart chakra, of your connection to everything that is around you, is provoking that understanding, that conscious progression, that evolution of your karmic path. So, yeah, I would, in a meditation, to help smooth out the edges here, because it is a case of smoothing out the edges. There's no major problems, as far as I can tell, within the chakra system, but to help smooth out the edges so then you can experience life to its full capacity. Just make sure you get that meditation in the morning and just see what you want to do and what you need to do. Yeah, or rather the other way around, what you need to do and what you want to do. And make sure your needs are possible. So don't take on in your meditation 6 million things that you need to do, because you're not going to be able to do them all in one day. And that's what's going to make you stuck and frustrated. That's that mental side that might be causing you more problems than it's solving. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's just have a look at your aura and let's see what's going on here. So it's a little bit slow down this section here. This is this whole sensation of feeling stuck. Hey. And there is that lip that's coming through your aura at the moment. And as I say, I've been doing this for 30 years. I've seen huge amounts of people, and I've doused thousands of chakras and thousands of auras. I've observed with my physical eyes, my physical being, like magnetic fields. I can see auras around everything. And I've never seen this sort of situation. This is the first time I've seen this sort of situation, really. And I think it ties into that funny February. It's almost as if you're going into a new dimension and you need to resynchronize your aura with the new energy field that is around us. So it's like one layer is replacing 2 layers. I will be going into this in the Sunday thing, so in the Sunday reading, as it were, diving deep, as it were, into what's going on. So you're going to want to subscribe and click that bell so you get the notifications for all of that. But it appears to be this new layer within the aura appears to be helping people to quantify their connections to everything that is around them. And this may be that transition that is happening in you at this moment. And you may well feel it. So sometimes you're going to feel completely out of sync with everything that is around you. And then all of a sudden you're going to have moments when you feel completely in sync with all this new stuff that's coming into your life. And I would encourage that new stuff if I was you. Say goodbye to the old, let go of it, so you can have enough space and place and contentment within you to welcome in all that new stuff. Okay, so there you go, Libra. Thank you very much for staying with us during this energy blueprint reading. There is a link down in the description below to the tarot reading, which will be coming up after this. But also, you can even buy me a cup of coffee in those links in the description below to show you appreciation. That would be very nice. Yeah. In the meantime, thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.